Tired of nobody letting your voice be heard? Well, hop on over to anchor.fm and sign up free to begin your next step in podcasting, where you can be free to speak up and shine out. And with their help in distribution and large bandwidth, you have the tools and resources needed to be heard and maybe even find some like-minded individuals. And with the voice message sharing tool, your fans can easily reach out to you for any added content. And with the subscription option, they can show their support and love.
Heroes Angel here, and I'm glad you are too. Listen, before we get started, just wanted to remind everyone listening that you too have a voice. So please, hop on over to my Facebook and my Twitter page, FU Podcast, and let me know what's on your mind for a chance to be featured in one of my next podcasts. Enjoy.
Sometimes what seems to be some of the most profound advice could actually be the worst guiding system to ever fully rely on. When someone asks what they should do or what path should they take or anything like that, what is the typical reply? Follow your heart. Trust your gut. Do what you feel is right. Albeit that can be some of the best advice to give for some, but for others it just further adds to their already present confusion. And to be quite frank, it's sort of a lazy way to hand out advice. It's so lazy that now it's often disregarded as the true advice and often regarded as a cop-out excuse not to put any thought or effort into actually helping that person figure out what they are trying to figure out themselves. Because a lot of times people asking what they should do, they've already tried following their heart. They've already tried everything else, most likely. What they're looking for is some outside opinion, an outsider's view, maybe. A lot of times nowadays, when a person is faced with a decision to make, they're not asking for some tired out quote. They're looking for answers, or at least one answer. There are ways to help this person. However, how, you may ask? It's really simple. One way, depending on the context, would to weigh out the pros and cons of each decision as if it pertains to you. Because sometimes the person asking for advice is looking for some relatable content. Another way would just to offer some firsthand expertise about this situation at hand. Because a lot of times your downfall or your rise could be the map that helps guide this person into making the decision that's right for them. So they know right off the bat, hey, well, this didn't work for this person. Maybe it'll work for me, maybe it won't, and maybe they'll try it, and maybe they'll take it as a warning to heed, to not try it. But in a case where none of these seem to get through, most likely they're just looking for some answer for them, eliminating the need to think for themselves, which is okay. It's okay, because sometimes you've thought yourself to the brink of insanity about what to do. But in this case, be straightforward. Give them an honest answer. Decide for them. And if they react defensively towards that reply, then in a way you did just help them in their decision making by proving to them that they've already known the route they were wanting to take all along, the one they were talking about all along. One that they were trying to avoid taking, but maybe it's a sign that they need to take that path. However, some people asking for advice do in fact already know which way they want to go. And by asking and receiving replies is their way of reassuring their decision was indeed right to make. And by reaffirming their own insecurities in which the decision they've decided to act upon was for the best. They become more confident in any future decisions they may ever make or are ever faced with again. And in that case, which is also perfectly normal, is because that person isn't just looking for attention or anything like that. They are legitimately concerned about their own decision making, which can be a problem within their own personal life. However, I wouldn't take that to heart necessarily, because a lot of times people just don't know what they exactly want to do. Maybe they've tried just about anything that they could. For example, me, I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do, what all I wanted to count in. But it did kind of slow me down a bit. It did stop my process a bit because, like, everybody would just tell me, follow your heart, follow your dreams. And the thing is, I have dreams. I have tons of dreams. Like, whenever I was a child, I dreamt of becoming an author. But when I realized that isn't very easy, which, writing is not easy. Writing is like, one way I've heard it be put, which perfectly sums it up, honestly, is like trying to ride a bicycle while on fire through hell, avoiding demons, but it doesn't work, okay? Because yes, writing is hard, good, but and that's the thing though. My dream is to create, is to bring forth some ideas to kind of help people, and it was to try to even influence people to be better, to do something else with their life if they're not happy, because that was my goal as an artist, was to reach out, maybe help somebody else, because whenever I was younger, reading was my safe haven. That was that author helping me without even realize they were helping me. And like, you just don't know, like sometimes our paths could mean helping others. Sometimes our paths could mean helping our family. I mean, it could be like as simple as maybe you dream of traveling across the country on a bike, just a bicycle, kind of like how Forrest Gump did the marathon running. Maybe that's your dream, but you're not doing it. Why? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, think practically. And that's where a lot of dreams die, is because they know that whatever their dream of isn't going to accrue money right away. And that's where the family, relatives, friends, maybe even your spouse is putting you down, saying, no, don't do that. That's just going to be a waste of time. But who are they to say that? Yeah, it may not generate money, but you could change somebody's life, and you never know, because that person's life that you change could come back and help you when you need it. You just never know anymore. And even if it does wind up flopping, your idea, your dream, whatever, you do realize you're a human being, right? You can dream whatever you want every single day of your life until the day you die. You can follow whatever path you decide. Say on a Monday you want to be a Comic-Con artist. Okay, cool. Then maybe on a Tuesday you want to be try to shoot for like some management position. All right, good. Go fill out those applications. Dude, you never know. You can get like a 401k nowadays, okay? Come on, we all need that insurance, right? That comes along with the jobs, because a lot of those manager positions do have good insurance policies. So I would look into that, definitely, just to kind of keep your health up so you can continue your life and your journey. But that's all I have to say about that.
Well, that's the end of today's show. Again, you can find this cast on Spotify, CastBox, and Anchor. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let me in on your thoughts, and I'll see about adding them in my next podcast. Peace out. Stay vocal. Bye.